From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Brenda Molina Navidad. Environment Canada says BC residents are facing soggy, windy weather as voters cast their ballots in today's provincial election.
The weather agency is forecasting 150 millimeters of rain expected near Vancouver Island's coast and over 250 millimeters forecast over mountainous terrain. Major downpours are also expected throughout the weekend in Metro Vancouver and the coastal regions of the province, with the expected rain prompting flood watches for several rivers in British Columbia. Naira Ahmed, The Canadian Press.
The result of next month's U.S. presidential election has direct implications for Canada. The U.S. is our closest neighbor and largest trading partner, and whoever wins the White House will be in charge during the review of the Canada-U.S.-Mexico agreement in 2026. Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly is suggesting Canada isn't ruling out expelling additional diplomats from India. Canadian press reporter Rob Westgate has more.
Canada expelled the Indian High Commissioner and 5 other diplomats back on Monday after bombshell allegations that Indian diplomats in Toronto, Ottawa, and Vancouver were involved in state-sponsored violence targeting Canadian citizens. Joly said Friday that Canada will not tolerate any foreign diplomats that put the lives of Canadians at risk.
India has denied the allegations and expelled 6 Canadian diplomats from New Delhi in return. The Israel-Hezbollah war is intensifying. Reporter Charles de Ledesma says Israeli forces are dismantling tunnels and other hideouts belonging to Hezbollah militants in southern Lebanon.
Israel's war against the Iran-backed militant group stretches far inside Lebanon, and its airstrikes in recent weeks have killed more than 1,700 people, about a quarter of whom were women and children, according to local health authorities. But its ground campaign has centred on a narrow patch of land just along the border, where Hezbollah has had a long-standing presence.
Meanwhile, Israel and Hamas have signaled resistance to ending the war in Gaza after the killing of Hamas's leader. The induction ceremony for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will soon be underway.
There's a wide range of performers in the class of 2024, but sadly, many of the honorees have already passed away. Kool and the Gang is among the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for 2024, but there's only one surviving member, Robert Kool Bell. The group, MC5, has no living members. And Foreigners lost 2 of the original bandmates. Artists aren't eligible for induction until 25 years after their first commercial recording. Peter Frampton, Cher, Mary J. Blige, Ozzy Osbourne, and the Dave Matthews Band are in this year's group. I'm Jackie Quinn.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the New York Yankees are a win away from advancing to the World Series for the 41st time in franchise history. They beat Cleveland 8-6 last night and take a 3-1 lead in the American League Championship Series. Yankees designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton says neither team thinks they are ever out of the game.
No lead is safe. It's a great team over there, but it's just important to keep pushing. That's what shows that we need every single person on our team to contribute in some way, and we're going to need everybody, and they answer the bell.
And the New York Mets remain in must-win mode in their National League Championship Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Major League Soccer playoff picture will soon be clear with the regular season wrapping up today. CF Montreal can lock up a postseason berth with a tie or win against visiting New York City FC. The Vancouver Whitecaps can avoid the wildcard game with a win at Real Salt Lake. From the Canadian Press, I'm Brenda Molina Navidad.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.